Hi all, hope you're well, hope you've been enjoying your golf. As you can see, we're in a performance centre here up at West Wilts. We're going to talk a little bit about putting and a couple of things that are going to help hopefully to improve your stroke and obviously the result. But before I do, I just want to talk about golf ball and golf balls. I've played Pro V1 for a long time and switched to AVX a couple of years ago because it reduced spin and that really helped me to control my ball flight. What I've got now and what I'm using now is a big surprise. I didn't expect to change my ball, I wasn't going to. It just so happens that I was doing a bit of practice and I hit this ball a couple of times and I really like it. And like I said, it shocked me and it probably shocked you to let you know which one it is. And it is the Wilson Staff. And it's a great golf ball. You've got the line on the side to help you line up for when you're putting. But it feels fantastic. And for me, around the green is where it really helped me to control my shots, particularly sort of the putting and chipping side, so the real short shots. So check it out. It's a great golf ball. It really is. I've been very, very impressed with it, and it does take me a lot to change the golf ball that I use, simply because obviously you become used to it. Certainly from a distance control point of view, obviously it's very important to have the right ball. But anyway, just thought I'd let you know that that is what I'm using, and I'm going to use that to do the putting today. So you'll see a lot about sort of Bryson and Bryson's putting and what he's done with that sort of long putter that he puts up his arm. And that's really to neutralize any rotation of the club face as he swings through the ball. So it's more consistent. He's got more control over obviously the direction he's hitting it in. Now there's many ways over the years that people have tried to obviously help that. One of them, which I think is really good, and something I'd recommend you having a look at, certainly having a try with, and that's a thicker grip. So the Super Stroke is probably the leading name in the grip side of things when it comes to putters. So they do various grips, various sizes, so it's worth checking out. Having a thicker grip on your putter does help to neutralize some hand action, so you won't get so much fluctuation obviously as you swing through. Now I'm going to just put the phone or my the phone over to the side here so you can have a look at what I'm doing with regard to putting. So I'll see you in a sec. So putting. Let's have a little look at the grip position and how we can stabilize the head of the putter. One of the ways that we can do it is through getting a good grip position. Now, I use the reverse overlap, which is where you point the index finger of your left hand over the fingers of your right hand. And that helps stabilize the putter as you swing through the ball. Now, the other thing that you can do is put the index finger of this right hand down the grip to help stabilize the putter as you swing back. Now, there's no right or wrong when it comes to the grip. You would have seen on tour how there's varying grips right across all the golfers. One that's become very popular is the claw grip. The other one is like Bryson was using, like I mentioned earlier. Bryson uses this one where he puts the putter up his arm. He's got an extra long putter, so it sits there, so it helps stabilize his stroke as he goes through. Again, preventing that club from rotating as we go through. Now, the one back in the day was Langer, when he used to put the club up his arm, a bit like Bryson, but used to clamp it to his arm with his other hand, which again stabilizes that putter through impact. And like I said, that's going to really help your direction of your putt. The other thing that I don't think gets talked about anywhere near as much and definitely should get talked about, that is grip pressure. So we want to make sure that we're gripping the club fairly loosely almost that if someone came along and tried to pull the club out of your hands, they would be able to do so. So it's helping to make sure you've got that freedom of movement back and through, help keep that club swinging, a nice pendulum action, and also making sure you don't have any jerkiness in the stroke, causing the club to either go offline or to give you excess pace and speed that you don't want. Because a lot of people think if you grip the club tight, it's going to help to stabilize that putter head. But it does the exact opposite, because obviously, like I said, the stroke becomes jerky, and that can influence obviously the direction of your putt and speed. Okay, so I'm going to take you through a couple of things that I do that may help, and a couple of key elements when it comes to your setup. Right, let's grab a golf ball. So, when you set up to your putt, try and get your eye line over the top of the golf ball, so you're looking straight down onto the top of it. You may actually, your eye line might be slightly behind it, but you're trying to get it on the line and over the line that you're trying to swing the club along. That will help with direction and help to make sure that you, again, like we talked about, stabilise that putter. Also, put the ball a little bit further forward in your stance so that you can strike the ball on the upswing. That will encourage a better roll and, again, better control over your distance. And also, try and make sure that your arms are hanging straight down. Don't push the elbows out. I see a lot of people pushing their elbows out like that. That can really influence the direction of the club. If you keep the arms in a little bit towards your side, it's going to help again to keep that club on a better line, and it helps to prevent that jerky action. So let's get the eyes over the top of the ball, get the ball position just a shade forward of centre, so towards the front foot. Make sure that my grip is fairly loose. Like I say, we want that freedom of movement. You want to feel the putter is quite heavy, so you can create that pendulum action. And we want to make sure that our head stays very, very still. We don't want to be moving it around when we take our putting stroke. So we're going to have a couple of looks at the hole, eyes back to the ball, and then hit our putt. And hopefully like that one, you can roll it in. Okay, so if you want me to do a little bit more on putting, please comment and let me know. I'm going to try and do a few little videos on putting. I want to do a couple of practice drills to help you to obviously improve. But yeah, please let me know, and I'll endeavour to do it. So keep enjoying your golf, and hopefully see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.